Oh, hello, hello, hello. This is Dirty 20 Gaming. My name is Kevin, and these amazing people, my friends, have agreed to come and play a game with me today, and as always, that makes me exceptionally happy. As you may be able to hear, I'm fighting off the end of a cold, so deal with it. These wonderful people that are joining us today, um, I've got people in many, many other games in this channel. So instead of doing our normal introductions, why don't we do one game at a time? So, playing Xenon Forest tonight, Ruth, why don't you tell us about the Thursday game?
Oh, so screw my notes, hey.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. If I have to improv, you do too.
Um, our I'm in our Thursday game as Nora Avalon, our Deviant Paradox game, where none of us know what's going on except our GM. So that's super fun, and quite torturous. Did you just want to hear about the Thursday game?
Well, because I'm going to get other people to talk about other games. So yeah. So
Okay.
I know you're in other games, but that one, that I'm just basically, this is self hype without me having to talk. So let me show you how this works. Bison
Oh,
underscore Stonefist, tell us about Sunday's game.
Sunday's game is 7th C First Edition. It is called Shadow of the Vokterm. In it, I play a big lovable brute named Gav. He's going to be a dad. He's currently becoming a politician, and neither of those things were planned for that character. He was supposed to be just some big dumb guy who hits things.
or hits
That
things with people.
Yeah, or hits people with things, or in things with people, or people with people. Um, that was the original idea for the character. The game itself is an absolute riot. It is the most lore dense campaign I have ever seen. Honestly, I'm gonna say this. I think it's more lore dense than Critical Role, and I
Yeah,
mean that.
that's fair. Yep.
Like Siosa, the GM, has done such an amazing job. Please go watch the backlog if you haven't.
It's densely packed.
Densely
Yeah.
packed.
Every
There's a lot.
every episode is a lore episode.
Yeah. While still
Good
being
stuff.
tremendously entertaining and moving the plot along. It's amazing
Yes.
stuff.
Even downtime.
Yeah.
I am just so I am so lucky to have all these talented GMs in this channel, which brings us wonderfully to the next person on our list. Our Wednesday game. Don't you dare hide behind that hat.
I'm not. I'm putting my spoon down because I'm eating.
All right. Well, tell us about your the Wednesday game that you're running for us.
Oh gods, when is the next game? I don't really know anymore.
Week two. It's a week and a half still, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, a week and a half. Well, on Wednesdays, usually every other Wednesday, I run the Humblewood campaign for Kevin, and that's it. That's the only player from that campaign that's here, and it is Humblewood,
Yes.
a setting that I know more about than my own homebrew. But then again, that's not saying much. I have a lot of lore for one homebrew that might actually put Siosa to shame.
I look forward to seeing the results of that. But the upshot is that's three of our games. Then there's two games here on Monday. There's another game on alternate Wednesdays that shows up from time to time. That's all superheroes trying to be super-y and hero-y
Superheroes and angst.
and lots of angst. Yes, plenty of angst. We also just did a one shot, and watch out for those two. The upshot is you should join our Discord, and you should go to our YouTube channel and watch the backlog because we are at almost 800 videos that average about 2 hours each. But don't worry, I put them all into playlists, so it's like Netflix without the monthly fee. And while you're there, hit the buttons, hit the buttons, hit the buttons. Join with us and have the fun. But speaking about have the fun, let's have some fun now. Oh, I didn't introduce the other two people. Just because you're not in games doesn't mean you're not important. Holy shit, Kevin! Bad, bad, bad.
This is when your
I'm in a
whole
rush.
scheme falls apart, man.
I'm in a rush. That's all that is. Let's do this one by distance. Furthest away from me, living wise. Let's start with playing Orthos from for us tonight. Spock, first of all, thank you for joining us, and you don't get off question free, and you also get surprised. Tell us something about Orthos that we don't know.
Something about Orthos that you don't know.
Yes.
Let's see, what would be good? I mean, this was kind of hinted on in the very first episode when we were getting to know the characters, but
Yep.
Orthos really does not want to work as a blacksmith anymore. He's basically in midlife crisis mode where he just wants to do crazy shit.
He wants to quit his job and start streaming
How
for a
old
living.
is a Minotaur's like midlife?
I mean, they live about the same age as humans, I think slightly less, so
Yep. So
yeah, around
he's just having one
Around
early.
that.
All right, thank you. And that brings us to playing Phoebe for us this evening, much closer to me. I'm practically just down the road. I can almost see your shadow on a sunny day. But Ruth, tell us something we don't know about Phoebe.
Ruth.
Hello, it
Well,
is
it's not
me,
Ruth. It's still not Ruth. It's Rose. They both start with an R. They both got 4 letters.
And we are friends.
And we are
And,
friends
and,
in
and
real
you
life.
introduced me.
Yeah.
Yes, so pardon me.
yeah.
Rose, please tell
Ruth
us about
introduced
Phoebe.
Rose.
Yes.
Sorry, what's the question?
Tell us something we don't know about Phoebe.
I don't know. She's an Aries.
There you go. Perfect.
When's her
Heyo.
birthday?
All right.
Whenever Aries' birthdays are.
Somewhere right in the middle of that. Yeah.
somewhere in April.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I did my things. I did all the things. Okay, let's start. But it's been a couple weeks, so let's start with a bit of a summary. Xenon, you are carrying Hope in a hip holster, right? And you've
Yes.
got the Pithos in a holster. You guys were woken up this morning in the last game by a large fire down in the warehouse district by the Mediterranean Sea. You on the way to investigate that saw a tailor being beat up or threatened by some minotaurs, and you took the fight to them. You took a considerable amount of thumpage each, but you did manage to get through it. And then on the way back, as you guys immediately, because you were all beat up, you were heading back to Hephaestus' temple. And on the way back, you were asked to go and look for the bodies of the missing adventurers who went looking for a new way into Olympus after the bridge was knocked down. You ended the adventure back at Hephaestus' temple, but, and I love the look on your faces when I told you this, it's way too soon for another long rest. You've only been up for like an hour and a half, so you're going to have to deal with what you've got right now. The current sort of hooks that you've got hanging over you are the bodies of the dead up on somewhere looking for Olympus. You've also got a Minotaur boss, Vice, to fight. You on that side, you do have a little bit of help. Your owl has seen the place, so even though they can't read, they could at the very least take you to it.
Wrong team.
Isn't this the one that has the owl?
Yeah.
No,
Nope.
this is not the one that has the owl. Okay, never mind.
No, this is the team
we-
that has the weird snake.
Right. So in
That
that case,
doesn't do anything.
Legless lizard.
yes, but that's okay.
We
you
know
have
where the hideout is.
Yeah, you do
and
know how
we know
to because
general-
rumor. Yeah,
Yeah.
rumor gave you. But
Because
he
that goblin.
rumor has it has offered to help you get in if you just let him go in and rip the place off after you're done. There we go. I took notes and everything, and then I went off my notes. So this is my fault for rushing you guys off your notes. I now fell off my notes and look foolish too. So, all right. So with that, you find yourselves back at Hephaestus' temple. The sun is still just barely above the horizon. You do have the fire is under control-ish. It stopped spreading down at the piers. And what, pray tell, are you going to do?
Cry
both
about
80s.
my spell slots.
Both 80s comes out from his room holding the shield, and he's like, "So where do we go first? Do we find the poor souls heading to Olympus, or do we deal with these thugs?"
I have a bit of a question first.
Yep.
So last session, Orthos had a fever, so he wasn't around.
Yes. Yep. So you spent the day hanging out at
Yeah.
Hephaestus's temple. So yeah, you are fully charged and ready to go. Your
All right.
fever has magically broken in 2 hours for narrative reasons.
I
There.
mean, I was in a
Can
temple. There
happen.
were
That
probably
can
Oh yeah,
clerics.
it absolutely can. Yeah.
The heat of the forge burned the
So,
fever out.
what the hell did you guys do during this time?
Yeah, that's a
Or-
fair point. They left. You were in bed. You kind of like, oh, I feel better. You sit up. You have halfway through a cup of tea, and they come back all shit kicked.
Yeah, Halvis's head was nearly detached from their body.
Yep. Yep.
Two of
Orthos
us-
just no idea what's going on.
2 of us took nothing.
Yep. Two
Yeah.
took
And then
no
two
damage,
of us
and
took
two of
everything else.
you got two of you were damn near deaded.
Oh, where to start? Where to start?
Halvis is like still stained with their ichors, like in the background, just
Yeah.
crawling over to their pot to climb in.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I figured Xenon would have been like carrying Halvas on his shoulder.
Nah,
Nah, cool.
like someone just picked them up, like
Mhm.
just scooped them up, just carried them in their hand.
Yeah.
Well, to be blunt, my friend, we met some of your cousins, I think. The people driving out all the good-natured thieves of the city. And
I don't.
they hit like trucks. Or what's a truck? They hit like ox carts. That's not a truck.
I oh no, my brain. I'm thinking I'm thinking about comparing a wagon full of like cut stone to a Tesla Cybertruck. Which one's gonna do more damage? The rocks.
Mhm.
Oh.
It's interesting that you bring up cousins because I saw something really weird yesterday. I was trying to, look through the ethos, and I saw this image of all the minotaurs who are causing all of this trouble, and they all looked identical, and they were all strung along to this big minotaur, like in a web. It was really weird.
Hmm.
That does seem rather strange.
I don't know really
they
what
s-
that means.
And just for clarity, I mentioned it looks like roots. So there's the big boss Minotaur, and then each one of the little ones has got his own little root with him at the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in case you wanted to share that specific imagery, because yeah, there is like all good oracles. There's the answer is right there if I know it.
So we get the big guy.
Mhm.
Problem is,
He has a lot of friends.
we need to rest before we do that. So, do we go look for the missing soldiers? Were they soldiers? Were they just guys?
Adventurers.
They were
Yeah.
just adventurers.
We go and look for the missing men.
So yeah, there's there's that group. There's the fire that could be investigated, and there's the boss fight, basically.
So the fire or the men.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which one is gonna take less spell slots?
I actually don't remember how many spell slots I have left. I think they're gone for me.
You're a warlock. Yeah. I mean, we could take a short rest.
Well,
We've
yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
short-
been beat
a
up.
short rest you can always do, and Halvas, yeah, if you're a warlock, you get him back on a short rest. So.
Wish that were me.
Alright, so
It's the best part of warlocking.
Yeah.
I would like
Halvas
to
is
think that
like,
kind of this
yeah.
this short rest kind of happened like as Orthos was waking up.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
he-
You would absolutely
Yeah.
You guys would absolutely get a short rest, and so you can roll. You can roll hit dice if you want.
Yeah, I
We'll
think
give
like
you that,
someone,
so-
I think someone,
Yeah.
either someone healed me or we had we declared a short rest because I meant like
I healed you.
You got healed during the fight, and then
I'm like 4 HP away from max.
Yeah.
Xenon did a cleric.
yeah.
yeah.
So
Healed because I healed both of them at the same time.
So yeah, you guys can roll hit dice recovery. Your short rest. Up to half. So you can roll 2.
Nah, I'm good. Famous last words.
Mhm.
Second only to nah, I'd win.
I'd probably also ask if there's like any spare shields around because
Yep.
or
Oh yeah, you're
Orthos.
you ask at the
Yeah.
at the temple of the god of the forge if they have any shields, and
Yeah.
you get the slow head turn. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I-
all of the apprentices and actual priests just slowly just turn to Orthos at once.
Sounds like
I
the
mean-
stone sliding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If needed, Orthos could probably just make his own as well.
it's all good. You ask
Yeah.
about them. One of the apprentices runs up with one and hands it to you. It's a fairly plain. Weirdly, it's all metal because they're forge. They're forge people. So it's an all
Yeah.
metal shield. It counts as a regular shield, same weight, same everything else. So add a regular shield to your sheet. It's +2 to your armor class, making you slightly more resistant to coming apart at the seams when being hit by minotaurs.
Guys,
Other than
please.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I should
My
have climbed
spell
on the
slots.
roof. I should
know
have
what,
climbed on the roof.
The thing that pissed me
Why
off
did
is afterwards I'm like, why didn't we take those glaives? But we have a looting issue in this.
And it-
You
channel.
you would have found a neat thing if you had, but never mind.
It sucks having 0 strength,
Yep,
like a +0,
yep.
because when my spell slots are gone, I'm useless at hitting shit.
Yep.
Oh,
Mhm.
lucky you, Ruth. I have -2.
I also have -2.
All right.
Strength, dump stat, have champions. Yeah.
And this is why
Casters.
we have an armor.
Well, this is how your front row is a cleric and an artificer.
I mean,
Thinking-
armors
thinking
are
hard on that
supposed
one.
to be frontliners anyways, so
I can
We should
see
figure out what we're doing.
I can see in Boffidy's head he's deciding whether he should become a paladin. I can see it. Should I take a level in Pally just for smites? Not to
Actually,
mention
I
the
can
lay on hands
fighter.
too. Yeah. Oh, dude, okay.
Fighter for the.
hmm Given his history, yeah,
Yep.
that makes sense. All right, so fun
Where do we
chatting.
go first?
Fun chatting with you, but where are we going?
Now that we are back in character, where are we going?
I think looking
Oh.
for the lost men would be easier on my spell slots.
Pelvas's head popped out of the vase. Like, I mean, there's also that fire. Do we really need everybody to investigate a fire?
Definitely not.
I mean, what are the chances that this fire is also caused by one of the evils?
It's
Pretty
I'm
likely.
sure it is.
Pretty likely, but
you
We're gonna
may.
split the party.
Oh, please do. I don't know if anybody here saw the. Well, some of you were in it, but of the one shot we did for Valentine's Day. What is the first thing everybody does? There's 5 of them. What do? Go in 5 different directions. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Always split the party.
Who, if we are splitting up, who would want to come investigate the missing men?
I think I would like to get out of the city. I'm still feeling a little magic left. So just in case anything goes wrong.
Okay, so
Okay.
Where do you
Phoebe's
guys
heading up
think?
into the hills. Yep.
Where do you guys think you would need a bit more muscle?
I think out in the wilderness might be a little bit more dangerous.
Then I'll join you.
And I still feel the power of my God within me. So I believe I would be most useful out in the wilderness because these men may need healing.
What's Halvas doing? Because are we all going?
Yeah.
Are we all going the same
Are we
way?
just going there anyways?
Halvas wants to investigate the fire. Like she, she's gonna be okay if she goes by herself. As far as I'm aware, she's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I think Halvas and Xenon would make
Yeah.
a good pairing in
Yeah.
if they're checking out the fire, because that way there's a cleric on both teams.
Yep.
Who should
Keep
take
in mind,
Hope?
I
I
have
should,
the
I should be okay. I
Pithos.
should be okay.
Yeah.
I have ways of getting away.
Mhm.
Yes. So yeah, the two of you
So-
and Hope would go to the fire,
And Hope.
and that would leave. Well, unless somebody else is carrying Hope right now, Xenon's got Hope on their hip.
She's my
Mhm.
hip friend.
Yes.
Haha.
I'm your
Not
hip. I'm your hippie. And when you look down, she's got little round John Lennon glasses on.
What's a hippie?
She's got a flower crown.
I invent those in about 2,500 years. And yes, suddenly there's a flower crown. Grateful Dead shirt. Yeah.
No,
that's rock.
She's wearing tie-dye.
Yes, in gold and silver. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Ooh. I
are we
want that
sending
shirt
Halvas
now.
alone,
Ooh,
or
yeah.
is Xenon going with her?
That's completely up to you. Like, I should be
Yeah.
fine.
Because Halvas is just investigating.
Mm-hmm.
So, with
Here-
if we less likely to run into something on an investigation.
Okay.
Well, both are an investigation, but I feel like we're more
likely to be attacked in the wilderness, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
so how
So
Xenon doesn't
probably
have
the one with the
any
Pithos
spell
might be better to
slots.
go out
Yeah.
in the wilderness.
Oh, so is that
Oh.
implying that both of these should stay in town with Helvas?
I could do that.
I
I
love
mean,
this balance
with-
because yes, that sounds good as far as a cleric in each party,
Mhm.
but then one of your two tanks isn't out in the bush, right? You guys are already not, physically dominant party, and your biggest hitter is going to stay in town.
Mhm.
What do we do?
You got
I can-
90 minutes to figure it
hold
out.
I
Hold
thought Halvas was just gonna go alone and
Yeah.
investigate.
Yeah.
I can take I can take Joy with me to investigate
Oh.
and then run to you guys.
Yes, yeah.
Hope.
Joy, don't you mean Hope?
Joy, Hope, yeah.
That's
There's
on
practically the
me.
same thing. Joy, Hope, yeah.
I made that mistake so many times.
And I
It's
can
rubbing
also
off on other
have-
people. So
It's only for I think 3 miles, but I can give you a telepathic link so that we can still communicate.
I
I'll
sadly didn't
stretch
get
that,
my
yeah.
long rest.
So yeah, Hope can boost that for you, so you guys can at least talk to each other. That makes perfect sense.
Oh, it's
And, like,
equal.
No,
to your
Orthos,
about-
you would have had your long rest already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Orthos
but-
got one. Yeah.
Okay.
Could I still have crafted the sending stones?
Yes. Yeah, because you did that the night before.
Okay.
You've only been sick for like 90 minutes.
Then
Morning
then
sickness.
I give Halvas I give Halvas one of the sending stones and tell her, with this you can send us a message at least once.
Okay. And
And
then
then we also
Phoebe,
have the telepathic.
Phoebe has a telepathic link as well, so you guys are hooked
Yeah.
both ways. Yeah. The
I'm gonna
one-
go
your,
up to
Also, like,
Halvas.
your Wi-Fi is connected.
I'm gonna go up to Halvas and I'm just gonna stare at them, and then I'm gonna go, this is how we talk, telepathically.
Yep.
Try it out. Give it a little practice.
Oh no, we're gonna get a peek, aren't we?
You get a impression of a lot of teeth and a black void before a voice finally comes in like, oh, this is how that works. Sorry. It's been a while since I've done that.
It just turns around really slowly. Great.
Hi, how are you? And just sort of venom. Oh. Oh, did you guys see the skeleton in the Olympics? The American guy that's got venom painted on his mask.
Yeah,
So-
I saw a post about that.
I
Down-
have not
yeah,
been
it looked-
following
oh, it
that
looks
at
amazing.
all.
Me neither, but I saw that footage. That's a really cool helmet. Anyway,
The main thing I've been seeing is just the curling controversies.
okay. The finger pushes.
Okay.
curly-
We're
yeah.
not,
We
we're
won't
not
get
Anyway,
into that
we're
back
not
now.
up.
getting into that. It's funny, but we're not gonna get
Do
into that.
not start discussing curling with Canadians. You just stop.
That is
okay?
exactly what I'm
Moving
saying.
on.
Don't do it.
Moving
Don't do
on.
All right. So, if that's the plan, then let's get started.
Sure
Halves
did.
will take the Pithos and just carry it over their head like Link does with bombs.
Yep.
So she's walk away.
So you-
She's gone.
So, this beautiful image. What color is Halvas? Kind of a sort
She's
of
basically she's
browny-
basically me, but she's wearing a pinkish purple dress
right. Okay, so
with a
yes,
sun hat.
there you go. The pinkish purple dress and a sun hat, and the hands up above like this, and this incredibly ornate jug above that, and out of the very top of that is there we go. Out of the very top of that is Hope riding with their fingers on the edge of the thing, just bouncing back and forth. Wee, wee. It's like being in a ship. Wee. And you guys are heading through town. So we're gonna go with you guys first because you're much closer to your target.
Hmm.
So by the time you get down through the city and this whole time, the city is now really waking up, right? It's really starting to happen. So under your hat, there's a certain amount of movement as they're kind of checking out through I'm presuming they look like through the mesh on the hat and they can see from in there, or do they have to come
They
out?
can look through the mesh of the hat. They can slip out from under the hat, or they
Yeah.
can just push their face and pop out through the hat.
Nice,
Mhm.
yeah.
Whatever the fuck they want to do.
Yeah. So even with that, and as much as you've been to many, many places and many, many, many situations, you're not getting looks. Even with that happening, you're just another regular person in this city. There's all kinds of weirdness going on here, but there is a certain tension in town that you can notice. No rules necessary. It's people are looking behind themselves. They're worried about stuff. You see the businesses that you walk past. They're only putting out about half their stuff. Right? They're not.
Mhm.
Everybody's just on edge. But by the time you get down to the seashore, the fire is all but out. It's been pushed back into one corner of this warehouse and they're slowly bucketing it to death. So there's no real police to speak of in a city like this, and the government is very much not in sight. Nobody from the government is doing anything about any of the problems in the city at the moment. So there's no police lines up. There's nobody trying to stop you from heading in. In fact, there's regular citizens that are flat out looting. They're just walking in there and digging through the burnt stuff, trying to find bits of cloth that weren't burnt. Because the first thing you notice is, as we mentioned, this was a warehouse full of fancy linens and silks and things like that. So a tremendous amount of money has gone up in flames here. And what you don't see immediately before you even go in, there's no one outside sort of wringing their hands. There's nobody pacing back and forth holding their head. Whoever owns this isn't here or doesn't know or something. You would think, I mean, it's been burning all morning, right? You would think by this point the owner would be there, but you don't see anybody that looks like an owner. And then Hope just looks at the mess and just says, "Oh, I don't like it here."
Yeah, neither do I. She's going to set Hope down someplace where she can see it,
Yep,
but no one else is gonna be tempted to steal that because it's very pretty.
yep.
Take off her hat, flip it upside down, set it down next to it, so Fuzzy head is completely
Mhm.
bare, and
Yeah.
she's just gonna start walking into the burnt remains.
Give
And she's specifically looking for a plaque, because something I do remember is Greek, Roman, they would usually have a metal or stone plaque attached to a building
Mhm.
to give like a name of
Yes.
to give a name, kind of like how we have signs.
Yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely. So yeah, you look around first, and it's not far inside the door. The wall's fallen down, but it's at an angle, and because you're little, you can get underneath and look, and you can see the sign. Uh, and it's called Rune Lives Fabrics, and that name, using the word rune in a name, probably means this was owned by elves.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
Hmm. Okay. Oh. Well, now we know
Ultimate party
that.
represent.
But as you're looking around, are you going to investigate further?
Yeah, hold on. I'm getting
Elves
the
and
dice out.
togas. Yeah, it's quite an image, isn't it?
It really seems to fit.
Yeah. An elf barely in a toga is in our evening party. I don't know if anybody's seen Thalian's toga. Is yeah, it's
No pants, Rosencrantz.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
That is a flat 15.
15. Okay. As you're looking around, you're finding. First thing you find is a really obvious cause of the fire. Somebody literally put an amphora of oil and poured some of it on the cloth and then just emptied the amphora there and lit it. It is blatant. Nobody's trying to hide this. So it was definitely arson and nobody's trying to hide it. In fact, it's so obvious it's like they're making a point. This is probably vice again, right? Somebody didn't pay their protection, so they
Yeah.
got burned down. As you look around a little more, you see sticking out from underneath a collapsed pile of cloth it just sort of a shin and a foot. Somebody's been buried under there, and they're gone. There's no way they're still alive in this. This fire lasted an hour and a half, but you have found, and you can tell from looking at it, it's a very finely boned leg. It looks like probably an elven person.
Ooh.
They died in a fire. So this
Yeah,
is
if,
this isn't just this turned into murder, right? This may have originally been paying somebody off for not paying their protection money, but it's turned into murder.
making a mental note of that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this is morbid.
Yep.
Halvas is gonna see if they can find the face of this elf.
Yep.
And see if they can determine what type of elf it was.
Okay.
Because Halvas is Archfey Warlock.
Okay. Yep.
Mostly just trying to get an edge here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It doesn't take much. I mean, burnt cloth doesn't weigh much, right? It's as long you're going to get dirty doing it, but it's easy enough to
Who
push
cares?
it away. Yeah, exactly. And as you get down to the face, you can see the really high cheekbones and the yellow eyes and the blonde hair. This was a sun elf.
Ah, this was a high elf. Okay.
Yeah. Which kind of makes sense. They having been around for thousands of years, they're the ones that's how you make money. You only have to make 1% interest if you collect it for 5,000 years, right? So, yeah, this would have been a very, very in the business realm of this city. This is a very well known person. They run a number of these. Yeah, they run a number of these warehouses, and this one apparently looks like it got burned down initially to make a point, but one way or another, they were inside when it happened.
Halvas is gonna take out her clay book
Mm-hmm.
and sketch their face.
Okay.
And then gently close their eyes before walking out.
Okay.
Okay, we know this. We know what caused this, and we know who did it.
And as you get back to Hope, they've tipped the pithos over and rolled. They walk inside to roll it, and then by the time you get there, the pithos is on its side, and she's sort of sitting on the edge of it, and she's made herself a little hat out of a piece of unburned silk, just like bright yellow silk, and she's made this little sun hat out of it. It looks a lot like yours, and she kind of looks up and looks a little bit guilty when you come back and said, I think it's okay that I stole it. I just wanted to be happy."
No one's gonna get upset with you for that.
And then it snaps back. She's hardly anybody ever gets upset with me. But can we go?
Yeah.
And you pick her up. And so now there's pink dress with you in it, sun hat, fancy pithos, little silver lady with a yellow hat. So and they're still just wee down the street. And the second you leave, the second you turn your back on it, all her energy comes back, and she's looking at the city, and she's kind of waving at people when she goes by, and her hopeness is back.
I should also say, every time she discovers something, she will take out her sending stone and send it to everybody else.
Okay. So yeah.
That sending stone has 1 use a day.
Damn it.
Well, you can.
Hey, you still have telepathy.
Yeah, that too.
I like the idea that the first time you use the sending stone, oh, there was a fire, we found a body, and then it runs out, and then the second time it's like, oh no, it's like having to call Venom. It's like, yeah. or Phoebe's getting it, like Phoebe's getting a ringtone in her head, and it's like the name tag comes up, Venom / Halvas.
And
The
how?
display name is "Why is there so many teeth?"
Yeah.
No, it's just teeth. All
Just
caps.
teeth. Yeah. with an extra E.
I
in
like
it,
to
yeah.
think that I like to think that when no one's looking, Halavas's sending stone turns into a Nokia.
Now a brick.
Which explains why you can only use it once a day, because then the battery's dead. However,
really
you
beat
can.
somebody with it,
Yeah, I was
though.
gonna say you can use it as a thrown weapon.
It does work as a normal rock
Yeah.
as well, so
All right. So, with that, you make your way out to follow them. Is that the idea?
Yep.
Okay. Just to make this easy for me, Hope looks down at you over the rim of the thing and says, "If you run, I can make us really, really fast."
How about I do something a little more fun?
Okay.
Says somebody who's really looking at their warlock features.
Yeah.
She's going to pull the Pithos down to hug against her chest.
Yep.
The other hand is going to come up and press down her hat, and then she's going to Misty Step
Okay.
5 times to catch
Yeah.
up to everybody before it starts costing spell slots.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And you do the first one. You look down because they're now right in front of you, and Hope has got like a little aviator helmet on, the little leather hat with the goggles, and she'd got an imaginary stick in her hands, and she's flying you guys and just pop, 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 pop across the city.
From the mortal's point of view, it's horrific.
Yeah.
It does not look good.
No.
So when you guys turn around, there's just this ball
Yeah.
of black and purple tentacles slingshotting itself at mock Jesus at you guys before it just all stops and poofs away, and there she is.
Yeah, and then there's just Halvas and Hope. Hi. They
To
catch
us, it was missed.
yes.
So.
To make it easy,
Hi.
like I said, you catch up just outside of town, so now you guys are all together again. So
Great.
Hi,
so
did you guys get my messages?
Unfortunately, yes.
Or
Sticking her-
He's just got like
There's
frazzled
Laurel?
hair.
yeah.
Xenon will offer to take Hope back.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or those
Yeah. The snake just like lulls out of the hat a little bit.
I think at this point Orthos would just pick up Halvas as well and put her on his shoulder. So now that there's just like a giant
Yep. Oh, like the caterpillar that keeps stacking its old heads on top of its new head, and ends up with like a stack of heads. Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, the 5 of you move forward out into the wilderness. You can see the broken bridge, and it looks like somebody's maybe tried to fix it. But you see, as you're watching, you see a group of people walk up. There's like 5 or 6 of them. They walk up with a big rock, and they're just trying to build something. But every time they put a rock on it, it just tips and falls off. It defies physics. This bridge is refusing to be rebuilt. So you keep moving beyond that, and you're going to need to track these folks down. So how are we going to do that? You only have the roughest idea of where they were going. So survival or nature, or who's got a skill they think they can use.
Oh wait.
I could use survival.
Survival, and I get to do that with advantage because it's on navigation.
Yep.
Hey.
So
I was just earlier I was talking about how I probably will never get to use this.
And I was
Lo and
grinning.
behold,
I was grinning so hard.
Oh shit! I rolled a 15 plus
Uh,
6.
Ooh, 21.
So-
That'll do it.
that-
Yep.
survival.
Bophades is gonna give Orthos guidance.
Guidance is a plus D4, right?
Can we stack guidance?
No.
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 Where's advantage on? I'm just gonna roll it twice.
Yep. Just hit the button twice. 14 or 19. So
19.
19. And did you give yourself the plus 1d4 on that?
Not yet.
Okay. So we got a 15
Uh,
and a
just-
20 plus.
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, that's plenty. Anybody else?
So that's a
Nah.
total of
21.
21.
I only got like a 15.
Okay, so 2 15s, a 21. All right, that works. Phoebe and
Two
Halvas?
21s.
Yeah, 2 21s, sorry, yeah. All right, so with that, the 15, both of these, you could follow the road, right? I mean, it's, that's not hard. And even you can see where a group left the road and went up a hill, but you can see that the footprints come back down. You keep going, you find another set that goes up and another set that comes back down. And then you finally go around this little pile of rocks on the side of the road, and you can see a trail that goes up that doesn't come back down. But Xenon and Orthos, you get a little more once you get there. You can see, you're looking around and you can see that they, just from the way the footprints are set, they went into full like combat mode, 2 rows wide, 3 rows deep, shields up, swords in hand, before they ever left this road. So they were at least expecting a fight.
I just rolled a religion check to try and get something because this is supposed to be one of the
Yep.
entrances to Olympus.
Yeah.
I got a 24.
Okay.
Now I know that,
Yeah.
from what I remember about Greek mythologies, no mortal is supposed to be able to climb Olympus
Correct.
unless specifically invited by the gods.
Exactly. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, working with that, what you see, what you remember, a story that they taught you. It's not the official story, but there are stories that there are ways in that are the sort of the equivalent of going through the outhouse, which is how they used to get into castles. Sometimes they'd go in through the garderobe and climb up. But so it may be in a 1 in 1,000 chance. I mean, the rules say no, but maybe. But what I will give you is that any that try who are not doing so for correct religious reasons are bound to be resisted. And if you're caught, you're done. So the fact that these guys got ready to fight before they left, they at least knew that, and or they heard something or saw something up this path that made them think that this was a way that they could go.
Bophades looks to the group. It's like, these men were either very brave or very foolish. No mortal climbs Olympus without hardship.
That line may be a thin one, but I think it's quite obvious which side they were on. They
Anybody
were-
Those are the risks.
No mortal would dare climb Olympus. So bravery.
You guys are skating right along the edge of it.
Yeah.
You're so close to getting it.
Unless one of them was not mortal.
I doubt that. If they were not mortal, they could have I presume they could have just simply poofed to Olympus.
And
Unless they're not from there.
well, he just sort of he looks at Orthos like Hercules, Jason, Theseus, Perseus,
A
all
lot
men.
of yeses.
Not to mention Prometheus, and he is. I mean, he's technically a Titan, but he is mortal.
True.
And he made it. Although, as Hope told you, he was allowed into Olympus because Hephaestus let him in. He let him in to steal from Zeus, and then he let him in again to put hope in the Pythos for you guys.
Somebody got him off the rock.
I love the idea, and a lot of this game is
Yeah.
actually based on the idea that Hephaestus has got better moral and ethical standards than Zeus does. Zeus is an ass, right? I mean,
He's a terrible person.
This the whole thing with the Pandora's box was because he got pissed off because Prometheus stole his fire, right? So, yeah.
I've actually heard versions where it was Hestia who was helping Prometheus,
Yep.
which does make a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I simplified it a little bit for this, but yes.
Yeah,
So,
fair.
So you guys are looking up this trail. All of you can see it. It is clearly a group that has gone and not come back, and there's only one of those. So somewhere up this path lies the evidence that people are looking for.
So, gonna follow the path.
I love saying this next
Mhm.
sentence. What order are you marching in?
Oh,
I'll
no.
go ahead.
Xenon
You're
first?
going
Xenon will go
ahead.
first.
Okay.
Orthos will be following close behind.
Okay. So I'm going to put you
Halvas
slightly
is
offset.
gripping the Pythos and teetering off of Orthos' shoulder to stay in the back.
Right. Okay. So-
I think I'm the beefiest.
I think so.
I think actually Orthos
Orthos
has.
is the beefiest. He's a Minotaur.
I mean, like,
He's so
armor class
beefy.
wise, I have a 17.
I know.
He's
I have a 17 now too because I got the shield earlier.
Orthos is so beefy. If you fried him, he can only be done medium well.
Orthos and I are the same amount of beef.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we
Significant
have the
beef.
same HP too
2,
as
3,
well, don't we?
4, and then that puts.
Yeah.
So both of these bringing up the rear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
All right.
Cleric in the front, cleric in the back. We got it.
You got this. Yeah. That way.
They're
That way.
sandwich.
That way, if you're sneak attack, they're both dead immediately. That's a brilliant. Plan.
hey.
Yeah.
Xenon, you're walking
This-
up first. Give me. Let's do some more rolls. We've hardly done any tonight. Give me a either perception or investigation, depending on whether
Perception.
you're just sort of walking up, just waiting for things to hit you, rather than
Well,
actually
like-
searching.
I'm scared.
Okay.
Mhm.
I said perception because my perception's better.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
and if I knew that about myself, I would just sort of open my eyes and my ears and just sort of
Yeah.
walk in and let
It's
my
like
let my senses
being
do the thing.
awareness to like
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
give me
so
a
I'm gonna go
perception
with
roll,
perception.
and if it's lower than your passive perception, tell me your passive perception instead.
okay. Oh. Okay, my passive perception is a 16.
Okay.
However, I
Oh,
rolled
okay.
a 19 plus 6, so that's a
Holy
25.
shit. Okay.
Holy
Perfect.
shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you see.
color. You see smell.
Yeah.
I see exactly what
see
happened
time
in this place.
itself.
You see the plot written across the sky. And
Guys, I know
So-
all the answers.
what you actually see is
Xenon can see
Yeah,
in the dark.
yeah. I realize that.
yeah,
300 feet.
yeah, more than anybody else even. So
But
yes,
I can share it.
you're the first one that
Thanks.
sees the site, and it's you see the first thing you see is sort of on the horizon. There's a busted up, beat up helmet. It's had the nose plate because it's one of the like the Greek ones with the nose thing and everything else. This is all gone. This whole side's caved in. In fact, there's a big hole in it that looks like somebody's been warhammered in the back of the head. And as you take a couple more steps, you start to see more broken weapons, dented armor. And as the rest of you follow up, Xenon, you notice right away there's nothing here that's useful. And there's no bodies. There is still bloodstains on the ground. There's no bodies. There are drag marks. going further up a trail beyond. So the trail comes up. Here's the fight, the scene, the battle. The trail keeps going, and there's drag marks. Somebody dragged the bodies further up, and took
Oh,
everything of
shoot.
value. The only thing they left here is busted shit.
Xenon just says we need to continue.
Phoebe's gonna turn to Helvas and Orthos and just go, I'm shitting myself a little bit.
The most honest thing ever said in a D&D campaign ever.
Both ladies puts
25.
his
Yeah.
hand on Phoebe's shoulder. Is like, do not worry. The gods are with us. We are protected.
All of
The
us is
gods are
gonna
the problem
take.
in the first place.
Yeah. Of all the people that are not going to trust the gods, Phoebe is probably at the top of that
I
list
never said
for
he was good at
backstory
this,
reasons.
okay?
I just love it. It's perfect because it's like it's okay, and then you're like, why didn't that work? That usually works. I'm very good at this, and Phoebe's still sitting there just
Existential dread.
Helvis
Yep.
can't really tell that you're not being literal. So like when you say like I'm shitting myself right now, they take 3 steps away from me.
Spin around get around on Orthos's other shoulder.
No, I'm not on Orthos' shoulder.
Okay.
I'm near the back of the party.
Right. Yeah, okay. So, with that 20, I mean, we're going to milk this 25 for all it's worth because it's a spectacular number. As you guys are all looking around, you can see everything that Xenon is pointing out, right? Like, look, everything's broken. There's bits of chainmail here, but there's nothing here that's worth $1, right? There's nothing here that's worth a silver coin. Everything here is
Xenon's just saying everything as
Yep.
he sees it, so that they know why he's just continuing to move.
Yeah.
I think
And
Orthos,
Go ahead.
as a blacksmith, would see all the armor and think, that's not worthless. We could still make something from that.
Yeah, but it's not okay. I rephrase that. You're absolutely right. To Orthos, what you see is scrap. There's nothing here that could be sold as a piece of armor. There's nothing here that could, like in modern terms, that you could take to a pawn shop and sell. Right?
Yeah.
This isn't loot. You'd have to go
Both
to.
ladies is thinking it's not even worth sending the apprentices up to return.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So, but as you guys are doing that, Xenon, again, you're just sort of zoned, right? You're just sort of looking around. And what occurs to you is as much as there's, a big spike in through the one helmet and the faceplate's ripped off, this is mortal on mortal damage. The gods didn't do this.
Okay. And he's also communicating that to the group.
Mm-hmm.
Now, having been intimately familiar with Minotaur combat, does this look like Minotaurs did it?
Oh, good question. And I don't need a roll, and no,
Okay.
it does not. This looks like more or less human-sized bipedal people fighting.
So not the giants.
Not the giants, not the minotaurs.
I think Phoebe's gonna be walking through the space like, stay in the moment.
Yeah.
Don't try to look back.
Yep.
It's a very traumatizing area. I
And
grew up in a
then-
temple.
Yeah.
It's
I'm not
gonna
used
get
to this.
worse.
Yeah, and then Hope pipes up from Halvas's head, and says, "That trail," and she points past this scene and further up the trail. She says, "That trail smells like cinnamon."
The gods are involved somehow.
I'm never gonna be able to eat cinnamon after this.
I could ruin it for you in a completely different way. In an alternative world book written about an alien invasion, the way that they finally beat them is they discovered that cinnamon simulates their going into heat of the invaders. So they spray cinnamon everywhere, and the invaders basically fuck themselves to death instead of fighting. So yeah,
They fuck off.
Yeah, they basically do. Yeah,
That's funny.
So yes, this scene was not godly related, but she can smell a god further up the hill. And this group was clearly, they were prepped. I mean, you saw they came from the road up in marching formation, and somehow it looks like they still got jumped. They still got ambushed, even though they were
Phoebe's gonna
ready.
turn to the group and she's gonna go, guys, is this a good idea? We could always just go back to town, get some tea, relax a little bit.
I promised the man's father we would at least find the body.
Phoebe, we have been personally chosen by the gods.
Does anyone have calm emotions?
No,
I do.
mean, Ortho secretly is very much still excited because of the backstory stuff I told earlier.
Phoebe.
Phoebe, you need to calm down. Just trying to compel her to use calm emotions
Yep,
on herself.
And you're sort of
Because
like,
I'm pretty sure
yeah.
you can do that.
You could. However, I'm not going to make you burn the spell slot. Phoebe,
Yeah, I don't really want to use my spell slot.
You're just in a swirl, right? Because I mean, Olympus is, as much as you can't get there from here, it's right there, and a certain god being is probably in there, and the closer you get to everything that you did and what you walked away from, and all of that is just looming like a huge cloud over you. And then you hear that voice again, the one that you never quite heard when you were supposed to hear it, but the one that you've heard a couple times since. And in that same clear voice, you hear, "This is your chance to resolve our issues."
Okay, I think Phoebe is going to hear that. She's not going to share it with the group yet, but she's just going to take a big, deep breath in, and she's going to look at Xenon, and she's just going to say, just stay with me for this, okay?
Of course. Mind you, he's at the front of the group.
Yep. So in that case, Phoebe, do you want to move up to the front? More or less? Okay. So we got Xenon and Phoebe at the front. And then
Because Xenon's the one
Orthos,
noticing.
And then Orthos, and then Helvas, and Hope, and then Bopades. Okay. And you continue on up the hill?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
If that's what everyone else wants to do.
You kind of need to.
Okay.
As you make your way up, again, we're just going to ride that 25 because I love the idea, because this way I can just give you the information. You keep making your way up that trail, and you're just sort of, like I said, you're not doing this, and maybe that's why it's working, is because you're just sort of taking in the gestalt of the whole thing. And there's a very clear trail leading away, and you can see it, and you can see the drag marks on it, and then you follow it not that far, maybe a couple 100 meters, and over the crest of this little hill, and there's a huge valley in front of you, and on the far, it's full of cloud, even though it's not a cloudy day. And then on the opposite side of that, you can see Olympus rising up out of that. If you guys remember from the Causeway fight, cloud bad, cloud kill. If you go into the cloud, you're going to get, it's acidic essentially, and it's going to eat you. So that's why you can't get there. So A, they did not find a way in. B, in front of you, lying on the trail, appears to be the attacking party. Not the ones that you saw that were down here. Those bodies are gone, and there's no tracks leading out of here. This is the end of the trail. And it appears, because this is another group of people wearing armor and weapons, some of them have taken some damage, like person-on-person damage, so the ones that were killed down there put up a decent fight. But then they dragged the bodies up here, and this is where Hope pipes up and says, "Oh, they all smell like god magic." And you notice all their stuff is gone, all their gear. None of them, the wounds that were done by the humans down below are clearly visible, but that's clearly not what killed them. They're killed in the same way as the giants were at the Causeway. A god has deceived them into doing something horrible and then killed them rather than paying them off. They've all been stripped of their functional and valuable bits, with only broken scraps and broken bodies left behind. And Helvas, I think you're probably the only one that would notice this, but in their Pythos, Hope goes until she's just barely looking over the brim. She doesn't like this.
Voss is just gonna pat her little head. I don't like this either.
Bofides is very glad he's wearing a toga right now, so you guys can't see his knees shaking. And he looks to the group and he's like, "Do we dare take one step into Olympus?"
This is our path. This is what we're meant to do.
Do we have the spell slots for this?
Both of
Bo
you
has a 2 level and 3 ones, okay?
Okay. So both of these, this was your idea. So I would like a what am I going to get? This is going to be a weird choice. I would like an Arcana and an Investigation, and I'm going to average them roughly speaking.
Okay.
I have one first level spell slot and one second.
I'm back to full,
I have a hope and a dream.
which means
I
2.
have 2 as well.
Yeah.
First level.
But I also have cantrips.
My best. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
Screw that. Thank God. That was 17 total.
17. Okay. You maybe when I get it. When you look up at Olympus, like when you take your eyes off of this horrific scene in front of you and look up at Olympus, you say what you say, and then you kind of look back down, almost like you're embarrassed to have said, like, you just challenged the gods, right? You just said, should we just walk in, right? That's that's not cool if you're doing it to somebody's house. Never mind Olympus, right? So you kind of look down in a moment of shame, and you see down the hill below you a group of bodies, stripped down to their undergarments, and the wounds match the original victims. Not this bunch, but the missing group from down there. The bodies you were asked to retrieve are in front of you down by the smoke. They're not in it, but down by it. They're confused. I'll explain what. I'll reconstruct it.
No, I get it. I get it.
There was the fight here, and then these guys dragged these guys. These guys were killed, and the original victims somehow were flung without their gear down this embankment,
Tossed aside.
cast aside obviously by the god that killed the group.
Both 80s points out he's like, those were the men who died on the way up here. At the very least, we'll be able to bring the bodies back.
Tell me we brought like a wagon.
Oh, you can get them back. There's This
There's a bag
this is
at
D
the
and D.
door.
We're not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
But you
it's
just
encumbrance.
cut a couple branches from nearby trees and make the little draggy stretchers. You can do stuff. Yeah, you can get them back.
Between the artificer and the forge cleric, pretty sure we
Yeah.
can take care of this.
Mm-hmm.
The
The
artificer
only
was
two of us
just
that are
about-
strong.
Well, it's not so much that, it's that on short rests we can make stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, I also have just about any type of tool we could need. So we're fine.
Yeah. So yeah. So me and Orthos get to building,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and once we're done, Bofides says some prayers over the bodies. We don't really have anything to-
So you finally walk up to the bodies. I've been specifically waiting for you to. Yeah. So you walk down. You make the stretchers, then you walk down to sort of give them the equivalent of the last rites and start dragging them up the hill.
And he looks specifically for the one young man he was asked to seek out.
You see him first, and you sort of grab the body and roll it over, start pulling it towards yourself. It's going to be work. I mean, you're going to have to drag this body up the hill. But as you flip it over, there's a gold, almost like a rune, like a brand sizzled into their skin across their bare chest. And it reads hubris.
Hmm.
Check the others. They all have the same brand on them. You would know there is a god of hubris. It is not the god of deceit, Apate, that you know is involved in this.
But he also knows that hubris is like the big teaching
Mhm.
tool that priests
Mhm,
use
yeah.
for apprentices.
And
I'm trying to remember. I
also,
think is it Nemesis?
Having the
I think Nemesis. Yeah, the Nemesis is the god. So
having the audacity to either know better than the gods or to challenge their decisions,
mhm.
such as climbing Olympus.
such as climbing Olympus with improper reason.
Mhm.
We were here to do, well,
Mhm.
technically Hades' work, but at the request of a man who wanted to bury his son,
Mhm.
which is arguably a good thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
These
I'm
poor
just
men.
I'm just taking a moment to look around and see my players with very thoughtful
Mhm.
faces on, and it just
Mhm.
makes me smile.
You can't see it as well for me, but I am
You go
here behind
still.
the camera very
Yeah.
much.
You go still when you're thinking. Same with Hellhounds. And nothing moves but the ears and then the hat a little bit, or the tail gets going sometimes. But yeah, I'm getting pretty good at reading avatars. But anyway, so you
These poor men came up here for glory, and Nemesis struck them down. A pity.
Hmm.
And he looks for like something he can give the father, like a necklace or a holy symbol or something.
unfortunately there's nothing here but there's nothing here but the bodies in their basically their undergarments.
Do we at least have some cloth to cover them up while we carry them back?
Narratively, yes.
Are
You
there
could
any
take-
like
Mhm.
small flowers around here? Because
Yep.
Xenon would make little bouquets to
Yep.
put with the bodies.
Yep, absolutely. And you've got plenty of cloth because you've got the togas and clothing of the second party, the party that got godded. Yeah.
Mm.
So you can
Both
take
parties
their...
got godded.
Well,
Yeah.
actually,
Well,
mortal
kind-
on mortal, and then
No.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then so the mortals got branded post mortem. We're not doctors, and this is not like
I mean, they're gods, but it's on their skin, and they would have been wearing tunics and armor and stuff.
Oh, yeah, so-
maybe a god could go
Mhm.
through all of that, but the logical choice would be that they were branded when they were thrown down here,
okay.
post death, post being stripped of everything of value.
Should we also check if the others have these brands?
Oh, the first group.
Yeah.
The killers do not, only the original victims.
Hmm.
And they've got that same surprise look that the giants had.
Yes. The second group
What?
does. So the first group got ambushed by humans.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The
Yeah.
group at
And
the
then
top, the killers.
Yeah. The second the killers were convinced to do this by the gods. You now know probably Apate, god of deceit. She then deceived them when they dragged the bodies up, and she killed them, and took, for some reason, somebody, probably not a god, because why would a god do this, took everything of value. Right. I'm going to make that clear, because gods
Everything
wouldn't
of
take
value.
they wouldn't take human armor, they wouldn't take human coins, they wouldn't take human weapons.
But the personification of greed would. Isn't that one of the
No.
So vice.
No. Yeah, I
vice?
think
Yeah.
Vice would be the closest.
So all of this is
But-
Vice.
Isn't Vice
Potentially.
doing most of the things
In
in
the
the
city.
city?
Yeah, but
though?
Vice
Yeah.
has goons that need armor, that need weaponry. There's guards in town that
Vice
need
has
armor
his
and weaponry.
dudes.
Yeah.
His
You've
roots.
got
got
a
the
lot of
minotaurs,
pawns.
and they're all
Vice.
This wasn't done by. Well, this was done by humans.
I want my two clerics
The
to
human on human
Mm,
was
yeah.
done by humans.
Yeah,
It's not to say that the stealing wasn't done by minotaurs.
true.
Let's have
That or that
everybody.
shitty little goblin.
Yeah, it's all rumor's fault.
My first thought was,
All rumor has its
where the
fault.
fuck is Rumor Has It?
This isn't his style. If rumor kills you, you just show up in an alley with a hole in you, and nobody ever sees
Mhm.
anything. If they find the body at all, he's a pro. He's a level.
Sorry, what did
He's
you
a
want
level.
from our two? From
He's
your
a
two
level you
clerics?
don't need to know. I need. Actually, I'm going to get it from everybody. Either a religion or a history roll.
Religion or history?
Because at this level, they're almost the same thing in this world.
Yeah, I mean that's about the same for me, so
You know
it
what?
doesn't matter. Ooh.
Should I
dirty
even
20.
roll? I'm not from here.
You maybe not. Yeah, that's fair. Thank you.
16.
dirty
16,
20.
okay. At a dirty 20. Okay. Yeah, this makes perfect sense. This conversation's going on and on and on, and finally, both of these it clicks. And I'm gonna have Hope give you the cue. As you guys are chatting, after been quiet for all this time, she pipes up and she says, well, it looks like somebody's trying to separate people from their gods. That's not really Vice's shtick. How would you feel if you got separated from your gods?
Despair.
And that's where it clicks.
Sorrow.
This is not Vice. This is sorrow. Sorrow is trying to separate the entire peoples of Argos from their gods.
Argos was a big city back then, like huge.
Biggest city in the world, literally
Yeah.
at the time, yeah.
Mhm.
And the center of Greek culture and the center of Greek mythology. And like I said, Olympus is right there, like you're right next door to the blessed people. But sorrow is the evil that is trying, that you're facing right now. So you guys have already got one in the can. You already got disease is gone, right? So you've got vice and sorrow left. Because Hope told you that they're coming in waves. Some of them will take longer. Yeah.
So would sorrow be around here somewhere?
I
With
doubt
the
it.
protection of a god.
They've probably
Yes.
gone back to the city to enjoy the pain they're causing.
Oh,
Then
What-
we need to hurry.
by the way,
Halvas?
in my mind, I envisioned that Halvas had set the Pithos down next to Pophides so she could
Yeah.
take pictures of the view.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
However, like she pauses, like taking her blink pictures, turns around and goes, so if this is sorrow separating all these people from their deities, does that mean that they would go to the temples that rely on this?
Temple without the priest. We need
Temple
to
without a
hurry.
priest, temple where people confess their frustrations and woes?
We need to
Temples
hurry.
where people go to connect with the gods.
Xenon's moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both
Genon's just pulling bodies. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do we
I will
take
hit
the other?
Pithos again.
Do we take the second group's bodies?
No.
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 I'm gonna as I like this because as you sort of get back there and both of these ethical gets an ethical tickle in the back of his brainstem. Should we treat these ones as humans? It occurs to you that none of you, well, some of you aren't from this city, but those of you that are from Argos, these people are not. They don't look like Argosians.
Are they Spartan?
They are definitely not from here. They have different hair. They've got different beards. The bits and pieces of gear that they've got are not sort of
Okay, so
Greek.
if they wouldn't be Spartan then.
No, but they are from elsewhere. They're outsiders that were tricked by this god, just like the giants were outsiders that were tricked by this, not gods, the evils. Yeah. But this evil has the help of a god. So it's Sorrow and Apate, the goddess of deceit and sorrow working together to do this.
He doesn't bring them down with them because they won't be eligible for Elysium.
Mm-hmm.
But he does arrange the bodies so that the heads are facing towards the dawn.
Okay.
Whatever god
w-
they served will meet them in the morning.
As long as it's not
While they may
Artemis.
not-
Artemis is like,
While they
why
may
you show
not
me their
make
feet?
you-
I don't have a feet thing. Sorry.
While they
Orthos?
may
Yeah.
not make it
That's
to
Nyx.
Elysium, I still leave a few coins on their eyes as is tradition,
Yep.
so that they may still
ferry
enter
ride.
the underworld.
Yeah. The ferry ride across. Yeah. Okay. So you treat them with respect. And you arrange them and do everything that you can for them, and then you start trudging back towards town with your true victims. It takes a while to get back. I mean, it's not long to get out there, but you're dragging bodies back, and you had to make the stretchers and everything else. So it's only mid-afternoon. You still can't have a full rest. But when you're getting back towards town, it's that hot, sticky time of the day. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This is where it becomes a really good thing that Xenon put flowers on them, because the smell, etc. But like you've probably been seen from the walls, because by the time you get to the gate, the families, not just the family that accosted you in the street, Bofidis, but all of the families. You can see there was 4 people in this party. There are 4 family groups standing in front of you, each with shrouds and people wailing in the background. The paid, the paid wailers. And all I can think of is Bob Marley and the Wailers, and there's a bunch of people in the background. But never mind. They are
The smell of weed in the air.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So they are preparing. They are prepared for you to give them the bodies so that they can take them to their crypts. What do you do?
Bring them the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like, does Bofidis say anything about the marks? No, he does not. But he does like console the grieving families as best he can.
You mentioned the marks. You guys had wrapped the bodies, but these people have got proper burial shrouds, right? So either you or they start to unwrap the bodies. And both of these, when you're sitting there going, should I mention I'm imagining you then go, oh, they'll see it for themselves.
Yeah.
But none of them say anything. And when you look over, the brands are gone.
They must have been only visible on Olympus. Which would make sense.
Give me a religion roll. Especially, I'm going to get everybody, but I want my clerics to do it with advantage.
Oh, sick. $18.
Okay.
15.
Okay. Everybody else, and I'm going to give Halvas this one too, because this is something you would know, even though you're just here. So Orthos.
So do I even have to roll?
Yeah, I want rolls but I want rolls from everybody. So yeah, so Orthos, Phoebe, and Halvas, I need religion checks, please.
You got a 19.
19 as well.
Wow. Okay, this makes sense. Yep. And Halvas?
Oh, you actually wanted me to roll?
Yeah, I do actually, because
Okay,
this information you would have learned since you got here.
Hold on, I'm casting guidance on myself.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 7, so hold on. 9.
Okay, that makes sense. Phoebe and Halvas, the people that are literally not from here, it takes a second, but then the other 3, all of you, realize at the moment, Apate is the goddess of deceit. The brand said hubris, which would imply nemesis, but it appears
us.
Everything
so still
they
Apate.
Yes.
Okay.
Nemesis.
You know what that makes.
Nemesis has nothing to do with this. It was Apate trying to trick you.
This is like the worst comparison I could ever think of. That is like using invisible ink to draw a dick on somebody's face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Having realized that, I think Bo would sort of change his consolations to let them know that they died with honor,
Mhm.
and they went up to Olympus for noble reasons, and the gods will receive them with gladness. It's like, yeah, it sucks that your I'm not saying it like this. It sucks that
Yes,
your kid
obviously.
said.
Yeah.
It's they will be well received in Elysium.
And the response you get from the one of the parents, one of the fathers of the one of the dead, looks to you and says, You've brought them this far. You brought them from the edge of Olympus back to us. Will you do us the honor of bringing them to the crypt for us?"
Of course.
Of course.
The temples, guys.
Yep. Well, the
We-
temples are going to be near the crypts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we're basically, here's Hades' temple, we make it right.
Yeah.
Because it's Hades' temple.
Wait,
All
wouldn't Hades' temple have the most sorrow because he's involved in death?
Only if death is considered a sorrowful thing.
You
I
did
feel
say
like
a
with
lot of these people are
association with-
crying.
Oh yes, yeah. I mean that's the weird thing. But they were hired, right? They have hired people. But yes, you're absolutely right. It would definitely be, yeah. There is definitely sorrow attached with Hades. That's for sure.
Okay.
Let's get you guys put you there, and I'm definitely not setting up a battle map. Shh. All right. So
I don't know why you would even say that.
because it's more fun this way. You head towards the crypts, which, like you said, are sort of beyond the city in the other direction, up the hills towards the Elysium Fields. And as you get there, the other families start peeling off, and you sort of stay with this one group. The other ones have smaller family crypts. This family's a little more important. You're almost in the middle, almost to the part where it's sort of the equivalent of royalty from here on up. Sort of from the very center, it's like born of gods, new gods, very rich, and then everybody else, right? And this is right at the edge of the very rich. So it's a large crypt, and it takes the husband and the surviving son and at least two of you to pull this huge, heavy crypt door open. And that cold underground smell comes out because it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 1,000 degrees out here. It's 98% humidity. It's the Mediterranean in the middle of summer, and this is essentially like a root cellar, right? It's dug into the ground. It's quite cool in there. It's dark. It's musty. You can see spider webs and cobwebs hanging around. You can hear the skittering of little feet. Scuttering is when they go through the water. It's two different sounds. I just made that up. Anyway, you hear all of it down there. You walk down the steps, and the parents turn to you, and the family takes the body and lifts it up and walks the full length of the crypt. And move you guys over there now. Do this. There we go. And just as you get to the end of the crypt, and he lights a couple of candles and places the body in the prepared sarcophagus sort of thing. I know that's the wrong word, but this one here, you can see on the map, they put the body on that. They adjust the shrouds. The family turns to you, and their heads are bowed. There's tears running down their cheeks. They look up. The father looks up as though to say something to you, particularly Bophides and Xenon, because you are priests and you're in the crypt. And just before he does, he shrieks in front of you, rears back like that. He's looking over your shoulder, and he turns to stone.
Oh,
Oh.
Well, shit.
oh no.
The
Oh.
mother grabs
shit.
the kids and drives them headlong down behind one of the other crypts, out of sight. And you can just hear her saying, "Don't look, don't look, don't look." But somewhere behind you in this crypt, there is a basilisk.
Quick question. How polished is my shield?
It's all metal. I said that, so yep, I gave you the. Yep, I wasn't even thinking of that, but you're right. Well done. So,
Nice.
with that, you know it's behind you, but I'm just going to bring up the turn order. And if you could click on your tokens and then the initiative, we'll see how this goes.
Guys, it was nice playing with you.
It's only a
Fuck
basilisk.
this.
Not a big deal.
Me and Phoebe in the or
Hey, clerics at the rear. Clerics at the rear. That's how it's supposed to work. Oh, I love this. All right, let's put that up there. Oops. Open this up a bit so we can see everybody. I still got it named as Rose's unnamed character. I gotta fix this. All right. So you're all facing doesn't matter in D&D except now, because you are all facing into that crypt ahead of you, and he looked over your shoulders. So back there somewhere, there is a basilisk. Helvas, you're first.
Yep.
does
I am very,
anyone
very
have
short.
darkness?
You mean
If
dark
anyone
vision?
has darkness, that would be great.
Oh, dark.
I
oh,
have a
spell.
shield, but that's not gonna do much for you guys.
Sorry, I have an idea.
Okay.
I have an idea
Do
too.
I have an idea?
I am very short.
Yep.
I think I really need to take the front line on this one. I have a spell that can help.
Either way, let's start with Helvas. Orthos, you're next. So yeah.
As I said, I am very short, so I probably can't see anything up there over here.
Absolutely
Wherever
fair,
the
yeah.
hell it is.
Because there's this raised dais in the center, and it's probably up on top of that. Yeah. Fair.
Let me double check something real quick. One, two, double check. Nope, one more. One more. Sorry, one more. Okay. Helvas knows that she's not supposed to look, which is great because she's gonna cast an AoE. She's gonna cast Fairy Fire in that area.
Oh, okay.
So even if you don't look at it, you still have something that negates the negative, the disadvantage.
Yep. Good. That's brilliant. Yep.
Go.
So, what color is your fairy fire?
My Fairy Fire is it's the most colorful thing. If you look at it from different angles, it shifts between the rainbow.
Oh, wow.
However,
okay.
if you look very closely at it, it's just a bunch of tiny little frogs. They're perfect circles with tiny little legs that can't
Okay.
move,
Okay.
but they are sticky.
So I'm just, and it's a 15-foot area?
It's a
right?
60.
10.
Yeah. Hold on, let me double see. Double. 20-foot cube. I could have
Oh,
casted
okay.
it from where I was standing. I was misreading it. So 20-foot
Okay.
cube.
Okay, hang on a second. I gotta get rid of these. Oh, okay.
How far can I move?
Oh, if it doesn't work.
Oh shit, that was my full movement. I think. Let me double check.
Wow, really?
I can only move 25 feet.
You have
You got one more square.
Nyeh. That's it. Do you want me to draw the square or you got it?
Roughly speaking, that, I think, is. Does that work?
Here.
Go ahead. Actually, here, let me get rid of this. So, yes. They wrapped in glowing frogs. Now the shape, so I like that because it makes the outline bigger, so you can kind of scan up until you see the edge of the frogs, and then go. They must be there, thus negating the disadvantage. Absolutely brilliant.
5, 10,
Mhm.
15, 20.
Yeah, and Helves is just eyes down, heading for the base of that raised dais in the center. Normally, that dais is for if there was going to be a ceremony, they would have put the body there, and everybody comes in and marches around. But this is, this is a couple days later, so this is just putting bodies to rest. So, with that, that's Helves. Orthos.
That's one spell slot.
Yep. Sparkly, sparkly frogs everywhere.
How high is the roof on this catacomb?
Not
Or the
that.
ceiling?
Let's say 20 feet.
20 feet. Yeah, that's still enough. So, first, of course, I use my movement. We can walk through other players, right?
Yep. You just can't stop in their space.
Yeah. So, I get a bit closer,
Mm-hmm.
and I grow big.
Okay.
Mm.
So let's just oops, not turning you, making you bigger. Boom. There we go. Okay, so you is that an action?
That's the bonus action.
Okay, so you still got an action left.
Oh wait, I have one more square of movement, so
Yep.
do that.
Yep.
And now I am just barely in range to hit it with melee.
Yep, because you've got the extended range. So yeah.
I whack it with my force demolisher, if I could find it. There it is. A 17 to hit.
Oof, that does hit. Yes, it does. Yep.
And that deals 4 damage.
Okay, so you step up, big, and reach forward, and boom, and it just. I like the idea that your hammer makes sort of like a wave as it passes through the frogs. It's sort of like a shock wave. It doesn't damage anything. It's just through that, and then smashes into the. You're sort of looking down again because you can't be looking right at it, and you smash into it, and you can feel it give a little bit, but not very much.
Good thing the force demolisher is one-handed, so I can still use my shield.
Yep, absolutely. So that's that. Sparkling, wrapped in green frogs, it simply walks across the top of the dais. Does it? Let's see. D6. 5. It does not get its petrifying glance back. So.
Hooray.
Oh, pardon me. Yes, it does. It's a recharge on 4 to 6. I thought it was a 6 only. So never mind. It does get it back. Each creature in a 30-foot cone. I don't like that because it actually doesn't take into account that you have to be able to see it. I know this isn't the lady with the hair, but yeah. So instead of that,
Because the basilisk has a breath, isn't it?
I think petrifying
the
gaze
basilisk-
actually. Yeah, it says gaze, but the way the 2024 is written, it says all it says is con saving throw DC 12 each creature in a 30-foot cone. But to make up for that, the first failure for you guys only restrained. It's the second failure where you get paralyzed. So, that's okay. So, yeah, there you go. I read the whole thing. It makes sense. I need, he is going to do Petrifying Gaze, and I need con saves from everybody, please.
Oh boy.
See, when you read these, I read the first bit and went, that doesn't make any sense. Then I read the rest of it and go, oh, it kind of does.
Sorry,
Orthos.
I don't.
Yeah.
For Warcaster, do I have advantage on all Constitution saves or just Constitution saves for concentration?
Just for concentration.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Scared.
Oh, where'd you go?
I wanted to check if I had any bonuses or so, but
Oh,
I think
no.
that's enough. Oh no.
Oh no. Okay.
Dirty 20.
Yeah. Okay. So you're fine. So
Like
far
the
the only
channel.
one. Yeah. The only one that's.
I
yeah.
rolled a 9.
Oh dear. Okay. Both of
Oh
these.
dear.
Like a 17.
17. Okay. So Phoebe and Helvas, you are now restrained.
Which means
But-
you
Leave
can't
me
move.
alone.
Basically means you can't move.
Mhm.
Yeah. You're kind of
Maybe
just you're
we'll-
stuck where you are. You can still cast, and there's no penalties on anything. You just can't move, roughly speaking. That's close enough for this. And that, yeah, he's only got a walking speed of 20 feet. So that's that. Next is definitely not Hale. Next is Xenon.
Okay. I have one second level slot.
Yep.
Trying to figure out if I try to pump damage into this thing, and it might work. Actually, it will damage him regardless.
Yep.
Just depends on how much.
Mhm.
Or do I try to blind him and it might work? Because it's also a save on his part.
Find the motherfucker.
Blind the fucker?
I will say, even though it's not technically a gaze weapon the way they used to be written in 2014, if you blind him, it's still called petrifying gaze. So if you blind him, I will say that weapon is off the table, and his attacks would be at disadvantage.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast blindness.
Okay.
And that is a con save.
On save.
You got this. You
Oh,
got
wow.
this.
16.
No.
Nope. Oh boy. So you burn up your last spell slot, and you see the eyes sort of glaze over, and then the glaze gets covered by stone as the basilisk turns your gaze into its gaze, and the little shards of sand and dirt fall off of its eyes, and it blinks, and it can clearly still see. Would you like to move, and do you have a
Yeah.
bonus action?
It brought its Visine with it today.
Yeah.
Ugh. Shit, it's wearing contacts.
I only have one first level slot left.
Yeah.
And cantrips.
Okay.
No, I don't have any bonus actions I can use.
Okay, are you gonna move? Because you still can.
I am going to move to try and give Phoebe some cover.
Perfect timing.
Thanks,
Phoebe.
Shotty. Hey.
Turns out the gods on the hill weren't the problem at all. It's this big ugly lizard. Yeah.
Hey. Great love living La Vida Loca. Okay.
More like
So I'm
one
assuming-
more failed save, and you'd be living La Vida Granite.
Can't wait to see you guys unstone me.
The only
So
time where you don't want to be stoned.
I cast Narcan. You're not stoned anymore.
I cast your mother-in-law's coming to visit for dinner.
oh shit. I'm casting
Unstoned.
30 pizzas. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm assuming I can look at it.
Oh yeah, yep.
So I guess I'm just gonna try and hit it with Phoebe's version of a nuke, which of course is a chaos bolt.
Yep.
And I'm gonna cast it at second level.
Yeah, fire it up.
Oh.
Do I have advantage?
It's you technically do now, actually, because there is no disadvantage, because it doesn't have the disadvantage that it used to have, Basilisk. It doesn't impose disadvantage on you anymore, because it's
just
not
by looking at it.
Yeah, not my so you don't have to avoid your eyes, right? Or avoid looking.
Okay.
So
Yeah, also, like the fairy fire
Gives-
would cancel. Would
Yeah,
would
that
reduce
was
it
the
like
idea.
a normal roll.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right.
What? Okay, I need to roll this again. But it is being weird.
Oh, you only rolled a 9 to hit. That's what happened there.
Ah, damn it.
Even when you re-rolled, it's still only a 10. It's still not enough. So you guys stay absolutely true to form and are over.
That's damage.
You're over. You click the damage button to get it to roll damage. So yeah.
Oh,
that's
my bad.
actually yeah. No worries.
Yeah, I totally did 11 damage, guys. Totally.
Yeah. So you fire the beam and it just goes around and through and hits the far wall and knocks over a torch.
Bridge.
You can't move. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to use?
Can I use my bonus action to teleport?
Misty Step? Is that what it is?
It's Face Step, but
Face Step, yeah.
it's basically Misty Step.
Yep. So yeah, that's a bonus action. So yes.
Yeah, it just changes your movement to 0.
Yeah.
Being
Okay.
restrained.
Okay.
So,
So I'm gonna go away.
Okay.
Um
Up to 6 spaces.
This is 30 feet. Okay. I don't know. Yeah. I'll go right? Yeah,
Yep.
there. I'll go there. I think that was here.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. So you move there, and you sort of looking in on this big complete fail of a fight. Both of these. You can move.
Mhm.
It's been a very light tap with a hammer. Frogs everywhere, and a couple of fairly major misses in the spell world. So
and
what are you
there's
doing?
nothing I can do to help them in regards to being restrained, because lesser restoration doesn't do that.
Nope.
Um,
And it's not a spell, so you can't even break their concentration. But if you kill it, they will be released.
all right. Bo's gonna move here because it says 25 feet, but it's 6 spaces.
Yeah.
Because I had to go around, and he's gonna cast Bless on Orthos, Halvis, and Phoebe.
Appreciate it.
What does bless do again?
I'm just showing you now.
Ah, thanks.
Plus, it's
you.
basically
You get a D4 on. It's basically guidance, but for attack rolls and saves.
yeah,
Ah,
and it's on
Nice.
up to 3 people. So
And saving throws.
yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah,
mhm.
attack rolls and saving throws only, but it gets 3 of you. So and that's your movement and your action. Any bonus action? I'd love asking clerics if they've got bonus action because there's only one. And do you have sacred weapon or whatever it's called? Yeah.
Healing word is a bonus action.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't think anyone's taken any damage yet.
Mm,
No.
Yeah, so.
And
Do you have spiritual weapon? Because I'm pretty sure that's a bonus action, isn't it? Or is it just moving it as a bonus action?
And
it's a bonus action, and I don't have it.
Okay, never mind then.
So yeah, there's nothing. Actually, hold on. There are random things I can do. I don't have any holy water. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Never mind. I got nothing else.
Okay, all right. Halvas, we're back around to you. You are blessed.
Yay. I can't Misty Step without using a spell slot because I wasted that.
Mm-hmm.
So for let me
Mhm.
double check something. I I am going to do the usual. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Oh yeah, it's time.
Nyeh.
And thank you, Critical Role. I heard it in Ford's accent. Eldritch Blast.
Mhm.
A 17 to hit. Finally, you did hit. Roll the damage for me.
Nyeh.
And this is Burst of Frogs as well, right?
It is just one fat desert rain frog rolling towards it. Yeah.
So now we have hit it twice.
You have hit it twice, yeah. So and your frog sort of launches up and smacks it upside the face and kind of runs down the side of his face and breaks his jaw. Yeah.
Mhm.
I am using effectively repelling blast, so it's going to be pushed 10 feet.
Okay. Yep.
So
Actually, from where you are, let's put it there.
right there.
Right there. Okay. Yeah, one more. 10 feet. So yeah, you blow it off of the dais and it falls down behind the dais, out of sight for most of you. Anything else?
She
Orthos is like, I
fires.
can still punch it.
Yeah. And it is still within the fairy fire. Yeah.
Like she fires, and like she's standing there with her little flipper point forward. She goes, "Oh shit! I shouldn't have done that."
And lit by the glow of your own froggy fairy fire, the triple F, you that's it. No bonus action, right?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Orthos. It's been knocked off the dais, but it is still right there. What do you do?
I first want to ask a little something.
Mm-hmm.
So, both my weapon, so the Force Demolisher,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the features that I have have an effect that I can use to push whatever I hit 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So do those stack?
Not really, because
Is one
they're
magic
happening on
and one not? Or
they're happening
One's
on
from my
separate
weapon
actions.
one's from my weapon, just like the normal attack, and then
right?
the other is a bonus action. So
Okay, so you can do them one after the other. Yeah, they wouldn't stack, but you can do
yeah,
them both because your attack is an action and your bonus
mm,
action is a separate thing, right?
yeah, then it wouldn't work because it needs to be in. Oh wait, it needs to be in 5 feet of me anyways,
Yeah.
which is
So
it is most definitely not.
it is not. So
Okay, so Ortho, of course, full power just swings at it.
okay, give us a swing. 16.
16, and I
Mhm.
do have the plus
You do have a
1d4 if
bless.
needed.
Yeah. You don't. You just made it. It's a AC 15. So
Nice.
give me some damage.
3
points there.
damage.
Okay. So again, it's not a huge amount, but it's sort of smash against it, knock off a couple of scales, knock it to the side, and you can push it now. Is that?
I think actually it might be smarter to do the opposite right now. My
Uh-huh.
Force Demolisher can also pull 10 feet.
Yep. So you can pull it back up almost right in front of you, back up onto the
Get
dais.
over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back to, well, in a straight line towards you would be there. So it's right in front of you now. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So you just and then
Uh,
drag
He's
it back up on
pushing
the
and
dais.
pulling it.
Yeah,
just-
this one's smaller right now.
Yeah.
So, works.
Okay, perfect. So you smash it and pull it back up into view. Now everybody can see it again. Good timing. Its turn. Does it?
Almost got pushed out of fairy
Oh, it
power.
didn't do the. Okay, it didn't do the thing.
Mm.
I was wondering if it would automatically roll for a recharge. 6. It recharges again.
Oh,
bastard.
Mm.
And
What if we didn't do that though?
What if I said no?
It's a 30-foot cone, so I need
Who are you pointing
well,
at?
what makes
You
sense.
you can use the FX button.
What would make sense is
Yeah.
to blast at Orthos, Halvas, and Bophides because the 3 of you are not restrained yet. So
I'm not restrained.
Oh, you're not either. Okay. I'm still gonna say that it's those 3 because he can see he's being flanked, and he lets loose in this direction down here. So
So
con
we have to
save.
roll
Yeah,
con
con save, please, and
Yeah.
DC's
way
only
back-
12.
Okay.
Okay. Orthos and Halvis both get a
Okay.
D4.
I don't
No
need
need.
the bonus.
Yeah, 20, somewhere between 23 and 26. Yeah, that's good.
I got a 17. I'm good.
You're good. And
That is a dirty 20.
Okay,
well, sorry,
so-
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
That's a 21 in total.
So yeah, he turns to you, and the gaze spreads out
And
like,
we just blink.
and you just sort of cover it with your hands with your eyes for a second, and that's it. He can. Oh, he actually is going to try and back up. He doesn't like being towered over by this Minotaur, so you get an attack of opportunity.
Yes, I do.
Orthos.
Good
I like to
bong.
imagine the basilisk turns to Halvas to like do this,
14.
and that's when she clicks her eyes to take a picture.
Yep.
Oh,
I
I
love
get
it.
the plus 1d4.
It's like, huh, neat.
So yeah, that hits. So 16 does hit. With the you couldn't have missed because you had to have at least one. So give me the damage.
Ah.
1. Oh my goodness. Okay.
I just
so, yeah.
barely.
So yeah, you just knock off a couple more scales. Halvis, I love that idea.
Mhm.
You blink, you take the picture just as they do the thing, and then when the picture develops inside your head, it's all kind of foggy because it like his eye gaze stuff was passing you by at the moment, so it's just like a really badly out of focus picture. It's like, damn it, you
It's like
hit
when you take a
send to
picture on-
trash. Yeah,
It's like when you
yeah.
take a picture like near radiation.
Yeah,
It's
exactly,
so
yeah.
grainy. It's
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah, and in my head, you've got to send to trash button, tick, tick, and it's gone.
Mhm.
All
I've
those
only
teeth just
I've
eat
only
it.
got 6 gigs.
Mhm.
Mhm.
All right. Definitely not hail. Xenon, what are you doing?
Okay. Do we want to fight this thing?
No.
There's still people here.
Oh,
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're-
He might break loose and.
but they're hiding.
They're also more than the range away. The range on this is only 30 feet, so you guys
Yeah,
were
they're, like,
just
back here.
barely in it at the start, and they're hiding behind the crypt.
I'm gonna try and make him do another saving throw.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's actually most of my damage spells.
Yeah, you're a cleric.
Mm.
I'm gonna cast command.
Okay. Oh, better. Yep. Wisdom is not its strong suit. What
And
one-word command do you give?
retreat.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It only rolled an 11.
What do I do?
Yeah.
It worked.
Yep.
I would have actually. Does command only works on creatures that can understand your language?
Yep.
Doesn't it?
Yep. Basilisk can it's got an intelligence it's technically got an intelligence of 2, but I don't care. This is going to work.
Mhm.
Okay.
For the purposes of this, yes. Because what happens at this point, because I think I know where you're going with this. You said, do we want to fight this thing? And then you hit it with retreat. It starts to back away from you. You can see it. It's like, no, 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 no. They don't back away. They never do. They're not smart enough for this, right? Not smart enough to know fear, but it starts to back away and away and away. And I'm going to drop us out of turn order here because I like this image. It just keeps skittering away from you and pushing itself, and you can see it fighting and screaming and trying to. It's almost starting to try and bite itself to make itself stop fleeing, and it backs up the stairs out of the crypt. And as it backs out into the sunlight, you hear. And
Did
there's
it.
now a basilisk standing on the steps outside, turned to stone.
Mhm.
I did it.
I forgot about that part of the
Yay.
basilisk.
That's so
It's-
smart.
It's not official,
Mhm.
but it is. It's there was no way that wasn't going to happen as soon as I heard the command retreat, because that's just too cool. But yeah, again,
Mhm.
2024 basilisk does not turn to stone in the sun, but this one does. So
Oh.
I was
Because-
prepared to
Once
just
upon a
Kevin said
time.
fling my
so.
stepping stone and use catapult.
yeah. Do you shatter it? Because you guys could walk out now. The family comes out behind you. I mean, and because he only failed one, the stone falls away from Dad's skin, and he drops to one knee. And as soon as he can move, he turns to the living members of his family and rushes back. So by the time you guys can even turn around, he's got them in a big huddle against the bottom of the crypt, and he's looking over his shoulder to make sure everything's safe. And when he realizes that they are, he stands them all up, and he takes a moment to form them into a formal line. It's him, and then his partner, and then his oldest son, and then his oldest daughter, and then the younger child. There's 3 children left. And they start to walk towards you in a formal way, and you guys would know they want to show their respects to you for saving them and their child. They're basically lining up for a handshake. If you are hockey fans at the end of the game, they're lining up for a handshake, except it's much more formal. Yeah.
Bofades sort of hooks his hammer onto his belt and places his shield down so it's resting against his thigh. And he, with both hands, receives their.
Yeah. And they work their way along like a formal receiving line. It's like meeting the queen, right? It's that level of dignity, right?
Mhm.
And I said queen on purpose because I would Prince Chuck. That's all I have to say. Prince Chucky. That not a real king. Anyway, this is like it's that formal, and they work along the line, and they give you formal thanks, like almost in Latin, sort of. There's a formula to it where you thank the person, and you go through this little speech each and every time. The As they move along the line, taking turns shaking hands with each of you. As the last one, the youngest, they can't be more than sort of 12 or 13. They know the rote, they know the speech. You can see the tears are just flooding down their face, but they're doing it anyway. And as each one of you shakes their hand, when they get to the end of the line, Hope reaches up her little tiny hand, and the family forms into a circle around her. And they've all sort of got their arms around each other. And then the dad reaches down with one hand, just holds out one finger, and Hope touches the end of their finger. And she says, "It's going to be quite a while, but things will get better." And you can just feel literally hope flowing into them. You see them start to glow in the darkness of the crypt. You guys, some of you have felt this, the rest of you have seen this. When hope focuses, magic happens. People come back from the dead. People, this is a creature of the gods. And when they turn to walk out, they're still crying, they're still weeping, they're still tearful. But you can see their shoulders are up. They're breathing. They're already starting the process of healing. And as they walk out into the sunshine, past the basilisk, that youngest one again, just before they leave, turns around and puts his foot on the basilisk and pushes it. And it just tips over and hits the stairs and like glass all over the floor of the crypt that you're standing in. At that moment, the two of you that were frozen in space, you can move again. You feel the boom, and you're released and able to move.
I thought only one of us couldn't move.
I thought there was two.
No.
Me.
Those two.
No, there was two.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
two.
Oh,
Yeah.
Calvas. Sorry.
So yeah,
I think I missed that.
The
which
two
is
of
why I
you-
was confused.
yeah, the two of you are able to move again. And Hope is sitting there with her arms crossed, looking kind of 1,000 yards away, and looking, sort of like she's really, really thinking. And when you get over near her, she looks up and she says, "I didn't see that one coming."
Yeah. How the hell did a basilisk get in here?
And for just a brief, tiny second, and no, you can't ever do this again because this is just for narrative reasons, you all smell cinnamon. Just for a moment, and then it fades.
I mean, I think Orthos would still be confused even though he knows what that means because normally we can't smell it.
Yeah.
And he's
Oh,
like,
you can smell cinnamon, yeah, but this
Yeah.
is smelling cinnamon when cinnamon isn't there, right? That's how you can tell the gods have been here.
Bophades sneezes. I think I'm developing an allergy.
And that's great. Okay, now we're going to go around the table. Everybody's going to get one reaction, and then we're going to drop the curtain. We're going to start next week with you guys standing in a crypt because I love that from the darkness to the light thing. So, let's start with the tourist. Halvas, it's been another interesting day.
Yeah. I think because Halavas is not from this realm,
Mm-hmm.
like everyone goes like, "Oh, it smells like cinnamon, it smells like cinnamon." She like sniff, sniff. I don't smell cinnamon, I smell vinegar.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And like the really strong stuff too. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean. The stuff that's almost thick. It's like, ooh,
Mhm.
well, yeah, that'll eat paper. That stuff.
That will burn nose hairs.
Yes, vinegar is so strong you can actually tell it's an acid. Yes. Yeah. So, Phoebe, at least you're not standing by Olympus anymore.
Yay.
The basilisk froze you, though. I mean, you just had a moment where you could not move. If you hadn't had your magical powers, you'd still be standing over there by the crypt. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts?
I think that Phoebe is starting to realize that she's a little bit in over her head.
Mm-hmm.
probably didn't realize how difficult this all would be,
Mm-hmm.
and is starting to feel this like huge sense of fear as she's realizing that this is getting so close to the gods, and
Yes.
she's so scared of how they're going to, like, they just sent a basilisk at them.
Yep.
What's next?
And you're already on at least one strike, right, with the gods. So
Yeah.
yeah, and you don't usually get 3. They don't play baseball in Olympus. So yeah, Phoebe's terrified. Beautiful. Orthos.
Ortho, well, I mean, at first he would definitely be confused, like, where did that cinnamon come from? But then he would realize, oh wait, shit, it was one of the gods,
Mm-hmm.
and he would just be like, which one of them? Who, who of them would send a basilisk after a grieving family?
Mm-hmm.
Who's working with
Xena and Xenon.
Xenon is in a state of, man, fuck this. Like, that's how he's feeling.
Oh yeah, so frustrated. I could imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
How are we meant to? But seeing that Phoebe is more shaken than he is, he's just gonna go over and like give her like a squeeze on the arm.
Mm-hmm.
I think Phoebe is gonna turn and just like turn it into like a full hug.
Yeah.
So standing in the dark, with the warm air flowing down from outside, blowing out the stink and the smell and the cobwebs and even that cool, clammy air. It's like you literally brought life to the dead. The basilisk shattered on the floor in 10,000 pieces. Maybe, in spite of all of your fears, maybe with hope on your side, you've got a chance. And that is where we will drop the curtain on this afternoon.
Did both of these get a reaction, or did I just not pay attention?
He sneezed and said he's getting allergic to becoming allergic to the gods. Yeah.
Or at least the smell of cinnamon.
There's the smell. Yeah, okay. That's a safer sentence. Yeah.
But in honest, Bophades after this, he feels vindicated.
Yep.
Like Hephaestus heard his doubts and put him on the right path. Like he's jazzed.
Yeah. Perfect. So, with varying degrees of hope in their heart, we will see you all next week. But thank you for playing. There was some moments in tonight. We had a lot of fun tonight. There was a lot of giggles, especially at the start. It's one of my favorite episodes. Starts off kind of light and funny and then gets serious. And you guys made that transition like that. It was beautiful to watch. The fun and the poking around, and then all of a sudden it's like bodies, and you all, again, I'm so complimented by this. You all bought into it so much that when we started talking about bodies, you started looking sad, like real life sad, right? So that tells me that you're buying in, and that makes me happy, because that's why I do this. This is fun with my friends, and sometimes fun is sad and sometimes fun is fun, but this time was both. So thank you all very much, and specifically Ruth, thank you for Xenon. That he's so confident, and the rolls are such shit that I love this blend. It's like I keep thinking Xenon does something and then looks at their hand and go, "You used to be able to do this." Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
why
number
are
of
you
times I've felt
slacking?
that.
Yeah.
Bickford, I thought you were supposed to be good at this.
Yeah. So thank you for playing with that, right? I can see the doubt coming in Xenon's mind, right? It's like, maybe I'm not the one, right? Maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. So perfect. Bison _ Stonefist, Bophades, he's the classic cleric. I'm glad you finally played a cleric, because there's a lot of room to play inside of cleric, and I love the way you're doing it. That up and down, that roller coaster of belief, like that. My God doesn't believe in me. My God does believe in me. Thank you for my support. Oh my God, I just did a bad thing.
It's a lot of character building.
Oh yeah, yeah. But whatever the reason is, it is really interesting to watch, because I believe it. That though a huge part of being something as powerful as a cleric is self-doubt and doubting your god and then going, oh, did my god catch me doubting them? Right, it's important stuff, right? So I'd love, it's great fun to watch you playing that. Oh, Spock Orthos this big lout. He just wants to hit things with his hammer and make things better, and the world just won't bloody listen, and it won't behave. And I love it. You're like this anchor in the middle of the mess, right? It's like, no, this is how things will be, and you're just gonna stand there and let the world bounce off of you until it damn well behaves. And I love it. That's a great character.
Orthox will smash.
Yes, Ortho Smash. I love it. It's absolutely awesome. Rose, I am really getting a kick out of Phoebe. First of all, being able to drop oracles in that don't help at all is great fun from my side. But but I'm really happy to see, like, especially today, the fear that would be part. I mean, let's be reasonable. I don't care how many times you go out into the wilderness and be a badass, right? When you're messing with the gods, at any moment it could just be, and you're gone, right? So you
Lightning
have
bolt.
every right to feel fear, right? And it makes sense, especially given, like I said, Phoebe's got at least one strike against her already before this even started. So it was really, really interesting to watch a D&D character be scared. That's so unique. I'm really, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you, Ruth, for bringing your incredibly talented friend into this, because I'm loving it. So thank you very much for that. And Hellhounds, Hellvass. Oh, just every character you've ever played in one of my games is, they're all different, but they've all got this commonality to them where they don't quite take anything as seriously as everybody else does for various reasons. And in this case, it's interesting because you do, but you also don't at the same time. So this is a Helvas is tremendously three-dimensional. I know I'm used to playing one-shots with you mostly. I'm not used to getting you to develop a character, but it's really, really fun to watch because Helvas has got layers that we have not peeled yet. There is a whole onion inside of Helvas that we're going to get to, but we haven't seen it yet. So that depth of character that all of you are bringing to this makes it so much fun from my side. And watching you buy in, I mean, you couldn't pay me. I would be happier getting the responses I get from you guys than from getting money for doing this. So thank you all so much. Chat, I see, I'm looking over there for literally the second time in 2 hours. There's some first time chatters. Thank you. Hello. There's some people that were there all day. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody that chatted. We got rated. I didn't even see that. So thank you for that. It shows you how heavily I was bought in. But if you're watching the VOD, please, thank you for watching that. And if you are watching on YouTube, this is where you can do a thing to help. If you enjoyed this, hit the button, hit the thumbs, hit the bells. You know the rule. You know the deal. I don't have to give you the speech. But what I will ask is that if you've got a minute, leave a comment. Because everybody says they know what the algorithm wants. But one thing I know the algorithm wants is comments. So leave one in there. We got another game tonight, and one of the players in that, Deku, comments on almost every video we have. So don't leave them there feeling lonely. Pop in there and say something about our videos. Even if it's just a thumbs up, it does make a difference. Other than that, I've got now about 2 hours before I got to get ready for the next version of this. We'll see what they do. They're in a very similar spot in the story to you, and I'm interested to see how this works out. But until then, and until the next time we see all of you, please, if you've got the spoons, please, 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 be nice to each other, and be nice to yourself, because you're all worth it. Good night.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Bye.